Hello guys, welcome to BTV Nigeria channel. If you know it's your first time being on this channel or come across the channel, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button section and don't forget to press the icon bell notification so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. And don't forget to hit the like button section and leave your comment in the comment section. What do you think about the video you're about to watch now? Okay, good morning guys, good afternoon guys, good evening guys, wherever you reside. Yeah, the program I'm about to watch right now is a program of Dr. Oguname, and he titled this message Power of Money. Stay tuned and stay blessed.
I greet you with peace and I greet you with love. This is Dr. Oguname from Africa Ancestral Spiritual Ministry, and I want to share something with you. I titled this soul food as Power of Money and the psychological and spiritual damage that this our brother Cubana, Obi Cubana and his friends have just done. When people like Oguname is talking about things like this, don't see it as, hey, this man just hates. Oh, this man is jealous. We don't really have time for that. This is the facts. I have no reason to be jealous of anybody. I have been exposed already to some secrets of life that I have peace with. And that makes me know now that when you're jealous of somebody, automatically you're feeding your energy to that person. So I can never be jealous of no human being on earth. I can only look at you and follow your footsteps or learn something from you, but that will not make me be jealous of you. Why did I just drop this so fast? The last video I did about this type of topic, I received a lot of messages on my WhatsApp saying, doctor, why are you hating Igbo people? Why are you jealous? I'm like, oh, you don't really understand my intention. Why is it that Nigerians, when somebody speaks to you, you take it as hate. He hates me. When somebody speaks to you, you take it as if they envy me. You can't even be patient to listen to what the person is saying before you rush to just judge the person's intention, which you have no knowledge about. I bet I don't care. I will still share my own self, my own expression. You accept it or not, does not really matter. This soul expression, that's what it is. So, what is the power of money? Let's start from there before we go deep into the spiritual and psychological damage that has just been done successfully. Money is energy. You have to understand that this life is not just functioning. Everything carries different vibration. Everything carries different energy. And when it comes to money, money is energy. In this dimension, in this realm that we have, men, humans, have made money become the god of this dimension. That's why it's a low vibrational frequency. What does that mean? It means if all you think about and wish about is just money, that means you are stuck in this matrix. Because what is money? Let's go deep first there. What is money? In ancient days, there were nothing like money. What was existing was exchange, values, You use it, what is valuable to you, you use it to exchange another thing that is valuable to the other person. It becomes like payments. As humanity start growing, they now invented something else. Different cultures have different things. In Africa, there were different things. The most popular one we all know, we are now cowries. Why were they using cowries to trade? Because it was difficult to farm. Most times you have to go down deep on the ocean to bring it. That's why you always hear we spiritually say, Olokun is the owner of all wealth. Because why? That money was natural. And it was coming from the ocean. The wealth comes from the ocean. In these days anyway. But what happened? When the Europeans start coming to Africa, they noticed something. That this type of exchange that these people are trading with, it's so grounded. Meaning, if we subscribe to this type of currency, ancient currency, you can call it like that, then we will be their slave. Because they are the owner of these wealth. So, for we to be able to take charge, we have to invent something. Something that they will connect to psychologically and will make them dependent forever on us. Listen. Then they invented money. What is now this money you have? It's just a piece of paper with numbers that has been given value. And your value now is based on, normally, is based on your natural resources. But because the people that manipulate the World Bank, the people that manipulate everything you think you see around you, they understand that if we keep on saying the more natural resources you have, the more you can have money, that means we will still be a slave. So what did they do? They now create a kind of a messianic banking system to make humans slave. What does that mean? It means you have natural resources, now is not enough. You need them to print money for you and give you the number in exchange of your own natural resources. Listen. When you hear people like late Colonel Muammar Gaddafi start advocating and telling Africans, stop selling your natural resources for cash, because cash is worthless. Cash has no value. Let us be exchanging natural resources versus natural resources so that we can have balance. What was Muammar Gaddafi saying? What he was saying is, if a country like France wants to come and buy petroleum from Nigeria or Libya, they have to bring gold, not money. Because why? That petroleum is a natural resources, and that money is just printed from one machine. And the base has no value, just like dollar. These things don't have nothing backing them up. It's just a piece of paper printed and given value to. But because we have been successfully programmed as humans, so we interpret everything now based on our programming. But your program does not really change you from your real authentic system that you are naturally made up of. But let's slow it down. Now that money and the banks has become now the owner of this dimension which you know as Earth, they control everything now. When it got to do with your living, when it got to do with your existence. When I say existence in this case, I mean like your day-to-day life activities. But believe it or not, to move from one place to another, you need money now. If not, you can't even move. Except you want to walk all your life, and maybe you will die before you even get to where you're going. But this is not your fault. It's because you are living in a mattress that has been perfectly designed to be so. That does not mean it should be so. This teaching is not for everybody. So if you are not understanding, don't worry, just listen. Maybe as you grow in life, you will now come back to understand these teachings. What am I sharing with you? If money has become the god of this mattress, and all you think about now is this god, that means you are stuck in this mattress forever. So, when you have a society like Nigeria, I'm trying to just speed it up. When you have a society like Nigeria, where more than 100 million people is below the level of poverty, according to United Nations and World Bank estimates of how poverty should be, which means they don't get more than $1 a day. And you are projecting this image of endless cash, because wealth is different from money. These are two separate things. Don't get it wrong. What they are displaying in that barrier or carnival, whatever you want to call it now, is cash. That is not wealth. Which means you can go there with 10 million naira and just display. That is cash. Wealth is a different discussion entirely. People like Dangote have wealth, and they can't go there and do that type of things. These are two different energy, but follow the teaching. If you are doing this in a society like Nigeria, full of people who is ready to kill somebody for ordinary 5,000 naira, then you have to understand what you're doing. You have to understand what you're doing. Because why? Those youths, those young girls and young boys, you are poisoning and damaging their soul. You are kind of stalking them in this reality which normally they have to be free from. Because why? They are not just a human being. They are trapped in this ego identity self. Let me break that down. For you to be spraying that money and doing those dramas with that money, what are you doing? It means there is a conflict between ego and man. And your ego self needs to demonstrate and show and advertise how much successful or money you have made. And that ego self become in conflict with your own soul. Because what your soul needs is different from what your ego self wants. So that conflict between man and ego has always been the problem of you, the human family. Because of ego, somebody will kill a king and want to become the new king. Because of ego, somebody will overthrow a government and want to be his own government. Because of ego, somebody will take over one territory and call it his own country. Because of ego, a man will say, I love your wife. He will poison the husband just to get the wife. Because of ego, you will get a contract to do a good role, but you will decide and say, fuck the people. Let me just settle some people and keep the rest for me. So the more you keep feeding your ego, the more you become slave of that yourself, and the more you detach now from your soul and become always dependent on that ego trap, on that energy that keep on sucking and feeding your ego. And in this discussion now, because money is energy, listen, because money is energy, you become trapped in that low vibrational frequency of just that money. All you have to now is money. All you have to think now is money. Anything you speak now is money. When you don't see money, you feel like life is worthless. When you don't see money, automatically you go into depression. Your joy disappears. Your life is fading away. Your system is fading. You believe you need money to be happy. You need money to start family. You need money to do anything. So money now become your new God in this dimension. So as money become now your new God, now you become the slave of your own ego self. Because that ego self will build now a wall around you. As you are hearing this type of teaching now, you are like, mother, I beg you, na money matter. Exactly. So your soul becomes dead. And you now only exist in this realm known as earth, in this dimension. And then, listen, that is where real death starts from anyway. And then, it does not just end there. And then, that money you have now is coming based on technology 360 degree. You have to understand that we're in a psychological warfare. What is technology? Let's go there first before we keep on going. After the earth has been perfectly designed, about 60,000 years ago, some group of aliens, some we call them reptilians, some we call them different names, does not matter what you understand them to be. They invaded the human family. They saw that these are gods, these are caliphs of men. And now they had so-called desire was to make man their slave so they can mine gold for them. And these reptilians, for their mission to succeed, they have to create a lot of things you are seeing today, including what you call lights. This knowledge is not for everybody. So if you don't understand, don't worry, okay? I also know that it's not easy to understand. So they created everything to draw and disconnect you from your real self. So the more you look deep into that tunnel, the more the lights behind the tunnel keep on pulling you towards it. So the more you go towards it, now the more is sucking your life from you. So when we are talking about money, I am not saying this or that. No, all I'm trying to let you know is you must have a balance. Learn to be happy even with the little you have. That is the type of balance I'm talking about. Don't sit down now and be feeling so depressed. Because why? You wish to buy G-Wagon today. And now you cannot buy the G-Wagon today. You believe your life is useless. No. That wish, that thought is being generated from your false identical self, which your ego has built. So now there is a triple you. The ego self, the spiritual self, and that self in between these two. So when you don't have this balance and you just stay here, then your head go down. And when your head goes down, your angle face down, then you become trapped in this reality. And what is the price, the spiritual damage for it? When you become trapped in this reality, as you die, do you know what will happen to your soul? You will become like just this breath. Because why? Naturally, the soul is formless and genderless. What makes you come to life is to develop that your formless soul and bring out a meaning from it by playing your own part in this gigantic cosmic body. But if all you do is to stuck yourself with materialism and become so attached. You have to know what is attachment. And when you become so attached, then you lose your soul. That is what religious people was trying to say when they tell you money is the root of all evil. They just did not break it down for you. What they wanted you to understand is that constant wish to just have it all is a deep hole in a man that can never full. As rich as Obi Kubana, as rich as he is or he show, he can never be satisfied. In fact, it's more hunger for money more than you who don't even have ordinary 1 million naira. Do you know why? You would think, if I have the kind of money you have, my life is settled, then I have no problem. No, you don't understand the energy of money. The ego self is like a deep black hole. It absorbs light and never full. So if you become trapped in it, you become slave of all material things on this earth. And there you lose your soul. But if you can balance between here and there, and you have my heart, you have your balance, then you can still live to the best of your fullest, and you will still have your soul. That is not the real wealth. That is not the real success. Because now, you are not just only blessed physically to demonstrate, you are also blessed spiritually. Because after you depart from here, you become now a living deity. A noble soul who is journey continue, because that formless soul, on earth is the womb for your formless soul. So you come here to get awareness of yourself so you can move on. But if you come here now and fail to have that full knowledge and awareness of self, then you're stuck here. Then your growth process has just been interrupted. So when you see a group of beautiful brothers coming out like that to flip money around, you have to understand that these are agents. They are just playing their role. What is their role? Their role is to distract you from what is really relevant and make you become stuck in this place. Imagine, they say Anambra, which Nnamdi Kanu came out from. By now, nobody for Anambra supposed they sleep since they arrested Nnamdi Kanu. But all this were orchestrated to distract you. So you normal small boy will be the thinker. Now you got new thing to think about. Now you need to worry now about money. And that make me they laugh many of us. So I don't understand what they go on. You're never ready. You're not ready. And when you hear Oguname speak, you think, this man, don't worry. Don't worry. Many of you have to die, come back to life before you can start understanding these things. But that will not stop us from sharing it, regardless whether you understand or you don't understand. Regardless whether you understand or you don't understand, it does not change. It does not change the reality. Because that vibration known as money, when it becomes what rules your society, then all you will see is chaos, bloodshed, suffering, poverty, tension, everything. Because why? That is the low vibration that it carries. It's a low vibration that will keep on destroying your society. You will think, ask yourself, as rich as they all are, how many libraries is in Oba? Let's just leave only Oba alone, the whole of East. How many libraries? A library where the young ones can go to and sit and study and have knowledge of self. As rich as they all are, Where's the security, private security outfits they invest money on to protect their own people? Everything you complain of is not coming from outside. We are our own problem. Not until we choose to be doing the right thing and be showing good example to change the future generation, to direct them towards the right paths, then Africa will always be in the same problem. And when you have brothers like this, who have all this money, and all they talk to you about is money talk, then you know you are a big problem. Because the reality is, everybody will not have that kind of money. But you will not know that. You want to have it. So they watch now. Kidnapping one boost up now. Ritualist one boost up now. Scammer business boost up now. One chance boost up. Wash boost up. Because everybody now need a shortcut to have the same kind of money. I read the statements by this our brother Obi Kubana, how you help people, which is beautiful. I don't really know your person, so I can never talk about anything about your personality. But what I want to share is picking just few guys and changing their life is not how you help your country or help your, because many of you don't believe in country. It's not how you help your people. I will rephrase it again. Picking few guys, putting them in your court, and help them succeed as you have claimed is not how to really help your people. I will rephrase it again. Picking few guys and giving them some cash and adding them to your court to be a member of you is not how to really help your people. How many international institutions have you attracted into your society? How many programs have you engaged your people with to help them develop? The local schools in your society, how many of their library have you equipped? How many street lights have you provided for these people? I'm not saying it now because, oh, you are the government. No. All I'm trying to say is there is a way you can really impart the youth to become a better person. Rather than coming out and allowing your friends or yourself to start flocking money around just to create that energy of money God, money rules. Meaning you still don't understand the damage that the damage that the fights for money has created for Africa. You know how many people get sleepless nights since that period? You know how many people go into depression now? You know how many people now hate all their life just because of what they see on social media? They will sit down, they know they sleep. Oh, how take give my own mama this one? How fit do this one? How fit ever reach this level? You know how many people? These are psychological damage. Then spiritually now, they become disconnected from their soul and now they are ready to do anything. Already with the complacent Nigeria is in a big problem. And seeing a bunch of people like that doing those nonsense, you are not helping. You are telling the world that we are ignorant. That's the message. In case you don't know. Imagine a country of more than 100 million poor people under the level of poverty doing that type of nonsense. So tell me, how poverty go to stop? You no go ever stop. How kidnapping go to stop? You no go ever stop. Because the poor believe say you will don't get money, na a problem. So he need to kidnap you to still collect small payment ransom for himself, maintain take care of his family. Because now, he believes say, if he survive with a salary of 100,000 naira a month or 70,000 naira a month, he need your kind of money now. You might say, yeah, but I'm a businessman. I'm not that type. I work hard. You work hard. That's how many lectures, sitting hall, town hall lectures. Have you sat those people down and lectured them how to be successful manually? No. So there are things we have to pay attention to as a people if we know we are ready. But if we are not ready, we can keep on doing the old way, the same old way, and still keep on getting the same old result. Life is not a magic. It's what you plant, you see. If you know how many boys will run entire India this month because of that barrier, you'll shock. And go India. If you know how many our boys, I know why they say tribe, no, not they think and say because many of them I think it's too low. If you know how many Nigerians, man, they use the word Nigerians, because many of them are too they quick with the judge. If you know how many Nigerians full J for Indian. If you know how many Nigerians now, they all see that thing. Now they want to market for Bele, begin run, go China. Even if they know, say, now life imprisonment if they catch them for China. If you know how many girls now, their leg don't tear. Because they believe now, say, make I go knock the most biggest boy for town, man, take get with here, they find. So the question is, how long can we continue breeding greedy, selfish, hunger people? So Nigeria now become like a big cage where all dogs just they want to eat anything will come. So for you to even trust person now they hard. Why? As you want trust and they see you as opportunity to take climb. So you ready position you, use you. Just because you're free and open automatically makes you a victim. Go see WhatsApp group when we open. In a day, more than 40 different messages from scammers. Yeah, formats will never make sense. And if you call the people, one small boy, they all full bunch of, they all many for one small room there. You can find they speak American English for it. I'm like, what is wrong? Where is the future of Nigeria? Where is the future? Do you think this is how the world survives? No. Go Ghana now. Small boys from 15, 16, 17, they all stuck themselves in rooms in Ghana. All the name of I want collect. You know many people they call me. Me or say that I need spiritual consultation. I'm like, hey! You get what we know they put on. If we did that lane, we for that here pass everybody you know. But get things where we know they get interest on at all. Because we don't dissatisfied already the way life still give itself to us. And we are peace with that. So you try and make peace with your own reality. But they are not ready to listen. Go to Nigeria now, some youth sit down and want to give them knowledge. They are not interested. Why? They want to see money. Who you have, which car you drive, how many mopo they follow you, which mansion you don't build. Now all those ones that come to the listing. And that is what politicians now make them slaves. My charmer. You are just a slave, a humble slave. The way Nigerian youths, they die, follow politicians. No other place around the world it happen like that. Election go come, go reach market to me, you're better than one rapper. One rapper away no reach out, reach 2 months. You go vote for you because of one rapper. And you expect make country good like that? And if we keep on having people like this, we go they do all those adverts, the country not go ever good. Of course, there must be wealthy men. There must be average rich men. There must be a rich man. There must be a poor man, whatever. But when we say poverty, poverty is a state of mind. Not be your money make you poor. So when you dissatisfied with life, you'll get life past even people when they look. Cause why? Time where you go to relax, calm your hearts down. Many of them go there for a nightclub. They put 45% volume of alcohol for their kidney. Time when you go to the sleep, they relax well. Many of them go there inside strong hair condition. They pause in their blood plasma. They make their blood not circulate around their body well. Because they be like fish with the room now. But they go to say that they enjoy. So poverty, poverty is not being valued based on how much you have. Poverty is being valued based on how you think. If you think poorly, then you are poor. Then if you think smart and rich, then you are rich. But these are not knowledge for everybody. That's why some people must be a slave of their self till they die. And after you die, you know you just waste your life and not get nothing. A man will get $30 billion for bank. When he die, now the same with a man will not get $1 for bank. Now that one's supposed to be your drive. Of course, you need to still try your best to take care of your bills, feed your family. Those are regular process in life. But when you can't take him as the God of money, then you can't become slave. Because why? Your God can never be your slave. So when you worship money, you become the slave of money. But when you not take money as your God, then you can't be God where they control money. Whatever you want, you still get time without you not going to beg anybody. That is the balance that is needed. And we are not saying these things because we don't like you, we hate you, or we're jealous of you. No, we are saying it because this is the only way we can save the upcoming generation. If we allow the upcoming generation to make the same mistake like many of our father and our generation made, there's no future for Africa. And guess what? The world is always praying day and night for your failure. The more Africans they fail, the more the world is successful. The more the world they grow higher. The more your people go they cry. So if you love humanity, you love your people, you love Africa, learn to create balance. Learn to create balance. Tomorrow now, let's say FCC start to do raid now, for example. People will call them tribal team. Don't forget, we get a very young, brilliant, incredible young guy now as the director of EFCC. As far as I'm concerned, it's like one of the most smartest guy in Nigeria right now. I don't read the profile, I don't read some of the background. We need Nigerians like that where they're so weak to the head of all those organizations. That's why I believe in Nigeria. I believe if we bring out bright mindsets, we achieve a lot. So you say you get, let's say for example, you get shop. And you go China. Go buy toxic things. Come put for your shop. You buy on, let's say, one euro. Euro, more US naira. Let's say you buy on 50 naira. You can't reach your shop now. You can't sell on 250 naira. And in 5 years now, you don't get money full everywhere. You can't say, I work hard for my money. No. You suck your people to take the rich, and at that one be money ritual. Now, all these days that they say open cupboard, money will fall out. No, the new money ritual now your morals. How fair you they do your trade. You'll get warehouse full of alcohol. How many you dey pay tax for? You take them to real estate, meanwhile you be drug dealer. Just by they use the real estate to cover your face. Go see all your politicians. They know they give a fuck about Nigerians. Why? They know, say, many of you, all you just want is money. All you just want is money. So during the election, they will just share money to the key people in the society and they tell the rest, fuck you. Because why? If you talk, that way we get big chests where they don't give money, go come beat you during house. Because you talk. You see the damage. So may we start to enlighten our people. Yes, it's good to have a good standard life. But it's not good to make yourself a slave of money. Because that will always create and bring damage psychologically and spiritually to your people. And when you keep on doing this type of attitude, whether your people know, they don't know, it don't matter. When you keep on doing it, it means you be the first numero uno enemy of your own people. And if the day come, they rise and wake up consciously. Now your neck they'll come hold, because now you be the demon where really put them inside their captivity. Not those other things where they think now. Now they just don't know. Because they don't understand some science of life yet. This is just all I just want to share. It's a soul food. I'm not responsible for how you understand it. So stop thinking I hate you, I jealous you. I don't have time. My heart is too precious to hate. If people even do me something, for me to come carry it, I'll just report them, give my water family. I don't need to I can't hate you. I don't have time. All I have to do now is to avoid you, so that I can focus on other things. That's how I live my day-to-day life. So when people say, hey, you hate, I'm like, you don't know me. If you know me, you don't see this man, okay, your talk, let's say, now you are what called they carry, they hate. Now people don't get work, they hate person. Because when you hate a man, then a part of your heart becomes fused. The more that hate lives in you, the more gradually you are dying. So for you to stay the hate man, go meet the man, your cut here, come on, make you know say that guy don't cancel. Focus on your life again. Because if you just there alive in the hate, many things there where people never see understand. But anyway, we will drop it like this now. So know that what you are doing is destroying your people psychologically and spiritually. And the more their consciousness expand, the more they will understand what Oguname is trying to tell you them. If you love them, create institutions to free them from being slave of their own self. Said your peace and love. Let me leave it here like this. Bye-bye for now.